Hey, Bomb Squad. It's episode 53. We got ourselves a Thursday show on a Saturday. Tones, how you doing?
Fan-fucking-tastic, Tom. How you doing?
I'm good. Did you work today?
Yes, I did.
How was that?
Let's not talk about that because we'll talk about it later for sure. There's some bones coming up.
We got a Tones Bones coming up later in our segments because today on our Thursday show, we got our Talking Flicks 4-pack hybrid and we have a world famous segments. But I'll tell you what, I can't believe Saturdays, man. Who works on Saturdays? Do you have to work tomorrow?
I do.
On a Sunday in the NFL season?
Luckily, though, Giants play on Monday, so it's not the end of the world. And I get out at 2, so I still catch the second half of the games.
Yeah,
it still fucking sucks. I told my boss, like, listen, like, I'll work Saturdays, just like I don't want to work Sundays. Like, I'll do it if I absolutely have to, but I don't want to. And like, he'll never work on a fucking Sunday because you have to work by yourself, and he's too fucking lazy.
Of course.
So he won't do that. And then the other guy he actually likes working Sundays because he's Haitian. He doesn't really watch football. But he actually had like a family thing today, so he couldn't work. So on Sunday, I mean. So I got stuck with it. But I get a 3-day weekend next weekend. So like, I guess it kind of evens out.
Not really. No. But anyway. All right. So let's get to our Talking Flicks 4-pack hybrid. Hit it, Kane. And Talking Flicks guy. All right. So I had to watch Train to Busan.
Busan? I say Busan. I don't know. I don't speak Korean though.
Train to Busan. And you had to watch White Noise.
Yeah.
So would you like to have the honors?
Sure. Now you said you saw this a while ago and you didn't really remember
barely
a lot about it. So did you read like a synopsis about like what happened?
I remember what it was about. Like his wife dies and then some psycho woman like can communicate with the dead via like static screen on their TV, on her TV, and then he totally believes it, and then he falls into a trap of like what I do with the sound box on my phone.
Right. So, and this is why I tell you not to fuck around with that thing, because of movies like this. Now, this movie was a really cool concept because like you said, his wife dies, and it's actually a guy that comes up to him. I don't want to be sexist here. And he's like, listen, like your wife contacted me, blah blah blah. And then he kind of shows him what's going on, like what the deal is, how he contacts her. Mm-hmm. And this guy ends up getting murdered somehow, right? He comes over to his house one day and he's just like dead, and like all this guy's like 20 TVs all lined up and all these speakers, everything's just like kind of toppled on top of him. He's
just like communicate with the dead house, just like it's like a Buffalo Wild Wings of like static electricity.
TV. Yeah, like
just nothing on.
Yeah. Just I don't think he actually owns a cable box. It's just like 20 TVs lined up. But so he comes over one day and he's just dead, just like crushed by the TVs. So he decides to kind of take the buck, or he wants to keep talking to his wife, so he's doing it. And then it's actually kind of cool where it's like his wife is talking to him from beyond the grave and like kind of having him like not solve crimes, but like save people. So like there's like one thing where like there's a lady, like they keep saying like, oh, Willow Street. He's like, what does that mean? And then like finally like he keeps coming up enough, and then he goes there and he ends up saving a lady whose car, or no, she doesn't save the lady, he sees the lady's baby. There's a car crash, he gets the baby out, and then something falls in the car. He does that a couple times, like he just so I mean it's kind of cool how they make him like a detective. Like I said, it's a cool concept, but this movie was shit.
Oh, yeah. That was the thing. Like, I Googled it and I was just like, oh, it only got an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, and I've only seen it once, but I just remember the jump scares.
That's what it was. It was just really cheap jump scares.
Did they get you?
Like, it made me jump, but I wasn't like.
Were you just like, ah?
Like, when a movie scares me, like, as I'm like walking up to my room at night and it's dark, I'm like looking around corners, I'm thinking about it. Like, after I watched that movie, I was just like, all right, whatever.
That's what it's all about. That's what horror movies are all about.
What, the jump scare, or making you think about it after?
Making you think about it after.
Right, and this didn't do that.
Oh, I thought you were saying it did.
No, like the jump scares definitely like got me in that second, like in that moment. But I was just like, that was just a cheap jump scare, like because it's just like a white static, like shh, and all. It's just like ah! It's just like, well, yeah, it scared me, but it's like it doesn't have a lasting effect. So and you know, it is a little bit of an older movie, so like the special effects were like ridiculous. Like the three bad ghosts that were like like get out, pig, pig, slut, pig. Just kept like saying those words at him. It's like call him a pig, like get out, pig. She's ours, pig. It's just like whoa. But yeah, those like at one point those like pop up behind him and it's like looks like these weird like Slender Man, like gray, just like kind of things, like just really bad CGI. And
but there's still, I mean, the presence of hell beasts they were made. It was made. The presence of the hell beast.
No, they were there. And to be honest though, when they came in at the end and they spoiler alert, they fucked him up. I don't know if you remember that, like he goes to like save the woman who's like still being like held captive.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, I don't remember anything.
Okay.
It all makes sense.
One of the things his wife like leads him to is this lady that's like being held captive. And it turns out the guy that's holding her captive is actually listening to these things also, but he's like listening to the bad ones.
Right.
And the bad ones are telling him to like kidnap her.
I have a question.
Like whatever. Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
Love of your life. You fall in love with some crazy broad. She loves you back. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! She gets hit by a fucking fire truck. She's dead. She's gone. But then all of a sudden, I'm just like, hey, Tones. The other day I was scanning through the channels and like the love of your life was just like, hey, tell Tones that I'm like on this channel. So then I tell you and you follow up on it. And then you fall in love again because you can kind of communicate with her via static TV screens. But then, you know, there's that risk of demons. Do you continue to do it with knowing the risk of demons to communicate with the love of your life, or do you let her go?
Knowing there's a risk of demons, I'm going to cut it off right there. Let her go. And I think she would understand, you know, like, listen, demons, honey, you know, I wasn't a big fan of demons. And there's one thing, like, if you end up becoming the love of my life, I end up marrying you, you will know for sure that I do not fuck around with demons.
Yeah.
So that's like right out there. So she should know as soon as the demons are out, like, okay, that's when the TV goes away. And by the way, TVs don't have white, you know, static white noise anymore.
Yeah.
It's like my TV, if there's nothing on, it's just a black screen. So
I think you're underestimating your dick. As in,
I can't
like,
fuck
let me explain in more detail, like thinking with your dick. Thinking dick first rather than brain first.
See, at that point, it's not thinking dick, it's thinking with your heart.
Yeah.
It's not your brain, it's your heart. I get what you're saying. And again, you know, I haven't found the love of my life and had her fucking murdered in front of me, so I can't.
But once you do, you don't want to let that go. But then all of a sudden, she's killed by a fucking fire truck and she's dead. She gets flattened. It's gross. You should see the scene of the crime. She's flattened. There's blood everywhere. There's witnesses, and they're just like, and
it's like a Family Guy throw up scene. Everyone's just throwing up.
Everybody's just done. And then she dies. But then, like, your neighbor's like, it's me. I'm just like, hey, I found your wife. She's here. She wants to talk to you. But there's a chance of demons. Do you talk to her?
I would probably give it a go. And then like, as soon as like I see any like hint of a demon, I'm out.
I think that's a good bet.
Yeah. I mean, I'd just be like, hey, listen, good to talk to you. But I mean, I don't know how long
Zuzu is like knocking on my door and I have to pretend like I'm not here. And you know, as much as I talk to you here, like the more he's gonna like try to get in. So just get the fuck out. Just go into the afterlife. I'll talk to you soon.
Exactly. Right? I'll see you soon enough. I mean, there's no like time in the afterlife. So it's like these next 20, 30 years, hopefully, or whatever, however long I'm here. It's gonna be like
hang out. Yeah, like, just hang out. I'll be there soon enough and we'll get through it. But do you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I just tried snapping with my fucked up hand. It didn't go so well. But to score this movie, I'm gonna go with the 4.2. Sticks of Dynamite. Like I said, it was a cool concept, cool idea of him being like a paranormal like crime fighter sort of deal. Yeah. But like it just poorly executed, very cheap jump scares. I was insulted that they would try and use these jump scares against me. To be honest.
that's what I was thinking. It was a you know, I didn't have a movie lined up for horror, and it just kind of popped in. I haven't seen it since I was about 12, so
I could see when you're 12 how that could like you know be a you know have a lasting impact. But now as an adult sitting here watching it, I was just like, I'm insulted. You think that this will work on me?
Yeah, bad. Okay, so 4.2. All right. So I had to watch Train to Busan. All right. So enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it. So we have to have a little back and forth on this because so all I understand about it really is that it's just straight up zombie movie here. So what does the government, the Chinese or the Korean government, have to do with this? What's them dropping zombies down on them from the helicopters? Like, are they just like what's going on?
Well, because you saw that one like video clip of them dropping the zombies.
No, it came out of nowhere, and I was kind of in a lax of paying attention, and it kind of just fell down. They fell down.
I think if you're talking now, I've seen this movie twice. The first time I watched it was probably over a year ago, and then I watched it yesterday while I was at work, and I was kind of skipping around to like save time.
Yeah.
So I think what you're talking about, I think it showed like people's like recording videos and stuff, and like helicopters fly over and like bodies fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was just.
I don't think that was. I think that was just like someone was infected on the helicopter or something. I don't think that was.
That's probably what it was. Now that we're talking about it, because I was so fucked up by that rich guy who wouldn't let anybody into his train, and he was like a real wealthy guy, and he was being a dick.
Yeah.
I thought like there was a greater scale to things, but I guess it was just a straight up zombie movie.
Yeah. No, I think if you at one point he's on the phone with his assistant. The main character, I think the guy's name was Kim or something. He's on the phone with them. They're talking about
call him Jonathan.
Jonathan. It's funny because there's a lot of Asian people that like I have customers at work, and they don't like speak barely any English, and they're like, "Oh, my name is Michael." It's like, no, your name's not Michael. Your name is not Jimmy. Okay, I know your name's not Jimmy, but they give themselves American names. But no, he's like on the phone with his assistant, and they found out that the outbreak came from a company that they were like invested in because he was like a hedge fund manager.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it was, I guess they were doing some tests, and then the test went wrong, and then like people got infected or whatever.
And that ruined everything.
That's how it started out. I mean, they don't give you a whole lot of backstory about it, except I think if you remember, like in the beginning, they're like looking at like a news article about all these fish turned up dead.
Yep.
Some like I think that had something to do with it too.
Some chemical repercussions.
Yeah.
It's like these guys are testing some shit out. It's not going so well, but I'll tell you what they give you in this movie. For those who have not seen it, they give you a father who sucks at being a dad.
Yeah.
Right. And they got this daughter, cute little Asian button. Okay. She didn't do anything wrong. It's daddy's weekend because he's divorced from the wife. He sucks, but all he does is he only cares about himself.
He's a workaholic. Right? Yeah.
Workaholic. Yeah.
He works, yeah.
So they're on this train. And she's just like, why do you you're never around. You stink. All you do is you only care about yourself. All of a sudden, zombies like out of nowhere. And then it's just and then he kind of learns about himself as being a dad because of zombies. Mm-hmm. Like zombies forced him to be dad. If it wasn't for zombies, he still would have been a piece of shit. Yeah. And I ended up killing him. That's fine. And then she lived, the little girl, which is nice. I thought she was toast from the beginning. And then the guy on the train, the fat guy with a wife and a pregnant wife.
That dude was a tank.
That guy was a tank. That guy was the best part of the movie. Wasn't even close. He was just beating the crap out of zombies with his bare fists, protecting his wife. He ended up dying. It was
literally like he didn't have weapons. He was literally just punching the zombies in the face.
Punch them.
Go flying across the train.
He got bit, dead, but he protected a lot for a long time. And you know what? I think the moral of the story here with this movie is that you just got to be a better dad. Because if he wasn't so much of a workaholic, they wouldn't have been on the train, and he would have been able to use his money and his power and funds to get to a safe spot without being on a train in the middle of a remote destination. He could have been at home and said, "Hey, give me a helicopter, fly me out here, get my daughter, get my ex-wife, let's get out of here." Family gets tied back together. Bada bing.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but also one thing I've learned about zombie movies and shows is like if you're in like a city, that's where because that's when especially when they're that many and they turn that quick and they're that fast. Like when there's that many, it's like so much harder to avoid it. So I like the fact that they were on a train and they were able to kind of isolate themselves for a little bit by going into like certain train cars, kind of helped them.
Yep.
There was still a bunch of people on the it was Obviously, he died still, but
let's take this situation in real life. You flick on the Twitter, okay? All of a sudden, you see what's trending on Twitter is this, and then you see some amateur video clips of what's happening in this movie. Just zombies sprinting, going nuts, fucking lifting trains, throwing them up. You're sitting in where you are right now. What are you doing? What's your plan? Immediately.
I have a whole contingency plan, like in my house
right now. Like if it were to happen right now.
Yeah, I'd know how to barricade my house, and like I would have it all set up.
How would you barricade it right now?
So I would move the cars in front of my garage doors so like nothing could like get up against it. For these zombies, they had to like see shit to like if they didn't see you, they wouldn't like go crazy. So I would just like hang shit in front of the windows. I would move furniture in front of the windows and the doors. Like me and my brother, we've gone through the house on like days we're just kind of hanging out doing nothing. Like, okay, so like this window, we would like move this like this dresser in front of that. You know, we have a whole plan in place, and we have a bunch of canned food here. There's a hunting store down the street, so once things kind of settle down, we need to go down there and
go reload on some soup.
Well, soup over there's like they have like bows and arrows and shit down there, crossbows. Like I know which of my neighbors, like I know certain neighbors that have guns.
Are your neighbors Native Americans?
No, they're not, but they have guns. So.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about bow and arrows.
Oh no, that's a hunting store like down the road. Oh, okay. They got like big knives. I got a machete in here.
Imagine you did have neighbors as Native Americans and they had bow and arrows and they were just like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Walk on feathers and like
doing front flips and shit and just killing zombies. Yeah.
Just walk over, he's skinning a buck.
Yeah. How?
I got a machete too, so that helps. I bought a machete when I was in Florida.
There you go.
Yeah. The thing's like 18 inches. It's huge.
You know what I would do? That's very underrated. I would get in my car and I'd drive. I'd go. I would just go out into the country.
Yeah, I mean, if you could, but if you can get out before everyone, because everyone's gonna be trying to get out.
Yeah.
You know, if you look like in Walking Dead and other movies, like all the highways are just littered with cars. Like people just
can't take the highways. You just got to take the back streets.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a soundbite in there?
Backstreet Boys?
No. Yeah. I mean, if you can get out and just drive, then it's pretty much you live the life of Mad Max. That's it. Which sucks. Like at what point, like at this point, you kind of just want to get bit and die, right?
Yeah. Well, and the thing is you can't drive forever because at a certain point, you know, the gas stations that lose power, you can't get the gas out, or the gas stations.
It's not like they're refueling them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could like go around to car, like what they do. I mean, like say what you want about Walking Dead. It's a TV show, but I think it's extremely realistic with how they portray how things would go down after a zombie apocalypse. And they would, you know, one thing they do is just go to the abandoned cars and like siphon it out, you know, like,
yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you can do it. It's just, you know, it's difficult. And at a certain point, like, you know, all the grocery stores are raided. All the, you know, you gotta find a place to kind of make your home base, and then you got to start planting crops. And you
just like cook some beans, you know, like cook beans, sit underneath the train tracks, and like, you know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful though. You got the fire going. It attracts zombies.
Exactly. Not a world I want to live in at all.
No. For sure.
But you know what? It was a solid movie. It was solid. I thought it was going to be better though. That was my one thing.
Okay.
I don't know if it was because it was in Korean. Like the big fat guy really did a lot for the you know, of the film.
Yeah.
Just kicking the shit, just punching them. It was awesome. But I'm going to give this movie a 6.9 sticks out of Dynamite.
Okay. Now I'm just curious. I'm not going to get defensive here. What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like the language, how it wasn't in English. That was big. But it was, you know, the way that it developed. Like, I feel like I've seen it with, it was the same thing as World War Z, but they were on a train.
Yeah.
It was, you know, like they're just going about their business. They just start hearing like itsy bitsy pieces of the news of what's going on outside of the train that they're on. They're like, hey, like, you know, zombies just attacked Beijing and like it's gone. Yeah. And then the propaganda of their news starts coming in like, no, all is well, it's fine. And like, obviously it's not. And like they zoom out and like, oh, the place is blowing up. But like, it's just zombies. That's all it is. And it's never going to happen. If it does, I'm prepared. I'm just going to get my car. I'm just going to drive and I'll be fine. You'll be dead because you're an idiot. And I'll be alive. I'll be like in the middle of the desert of Nebraska and just being like, hey, let's just like make a civilization right here.
If you think you could get to Nebraska using back roads.
No, I mean, you could.
You're also in the city of Baltimore. You already got fucking zombies, walkers over there. I mean,
you gotta, you know, it'd be huge, a golf cart with like a big gas tank, because then you can like go through the woods and stuff, or a motorcycle, or a moped.
That's what you gotta do. One of the things about Walking Dead that always pissed me off is the one guy, Daryl, that rides a motorcycle. It's like it's so fucking loud because it's like a chopper.
Yeah, it's like they're all coming that way, and these zombies work that way. Once they hear you, they're just all coming 100 miles an hour, and it's all bad.
Yeah,
but you know
that's why I thought it was so good, because it was like on a train. There's like nowhere to really hide. It's like they're coming right at you. Like there's just one like lane, like running straight ahead.
That's what I thought too. But all they did is they just closed the doors and then they lock them up in like one part of the train. And they just sit there and they game plan, and then somebody fucks up, and then they come out. You know, they also break the glass and shit too. But you know, it's you know, I just for Halloween I prefer a single slasher kind of movie. You know, one that I haven't seen. I think I've seen most of them, but like when it comes to zombies, it's just like when you see one zombie, you feel like you see them all, even if they're slow compared to being real fast. Like in this one, you're not gonna make it. It's it. You're done.
Yeah, so you might not want the next movie I'm going to give you, but
well, that brings us right to our next movie assignment. So what is it?
I was going to give you 28 Days Later.
I've seen that.
You have?
Oh yeah.
So how come when I gave you the list, you didn't fucking take it off?
I thought I did.
I guess not. Okay, I got one. 30 Days of Night.
Okay, I haven't seen that. Is that it's not with Harrison Ford?
No, it's with Josh Hartnett.
Okay, that was a wild guess with the Harrison Ford thing.
It takes place in Alaska when they have like those like real dark periods. Basically, a bunch of vampires just like take over a town because there's no daylight. So these vampires just come in and run shit.
They run train
on the town. Yeah,
gotcha. All right. Have you seen The Omen, the original?
Yes.
Okay. Damn it. That's what I've written down. All right, then you're gonna watch Room.
Okay, it's on my watch list.
Yeah, so you're gonna watch that. It's not technically a horror movie, but like if it was you, you'd be horrified, like getting raped by like a guy every day. Yeah,
psychological horror.
Yeah, it's not fun. Yeah. All right, so let's move to this 4-pack hybrid section of this section. What's your favorite slasher movie?
Gotta go with Halloween, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't give you a definitive reason, but I guess when I was a kid, I just like that was the one I watched the most, and I just loved it.
Towards him. Yeah. I didn't realize until we started doing this podcast how much of a backstory there was to Mike Myers with what's her name? Who's
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah. So I didn't know that he was her brother and all that backstory, and that there's actually a purpose. Like, because if you just sit down and watch the original Halloween from the 70s, it just looks like some psycho who's stalking some hot chicks on Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, they briefly explain it in the first one, but if you watch the Rob Zombie one, they really go into depth.
Oh, I haven't seen the Rob Zombie one. So I'll have to check that out now.
You know what? I'm going to give that to you instead. Let's change it up. Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Stone Cold it.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's like I follow him on Instagram, and he seems like he's got great ideas, but the critics never like his shit, so it's like hard to really get behind him.
I haven't really watched any of his other shit. And like I've seen a lot of reviews of his other shit, and they're pretty bad. But like I really enjoyed the first one. So like the first one is kind of like his backstory, and then the second one is like a remake of the original, I think. Basically. So
try to simplify it as much as you can, like in like 20 seconds. Like she is the sister, and why does he want to kill her so bad?
Well, so growing up, he had a real shitty childhood.
Bad start for a 20-second synopsis.
All right. Well, basically, he has a breaking point where he just murders his entire family, and his Jamie Lee Curtis is a baby when this happens, and for whatever reason, he just feels like he needs to finish what he started.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I guess he has an OCD. He can't leave any stone unturned, any throat unslashed.
Yeah, you're right to go back to the original how they try to explain it with Dr. Loomis. I think.
Yeah,
he was just like, there's no point in calling the cops. You know?
Yeah.
The
You
cops,
can't do
by the way,
anything.
were so bad in that movie. They were terrible. There's this guy running around with a mask and a fucking knife, and he's killing everybody. And the cops are just like, it's probably just some Halloween prank.
Yeah, well, because they didn't really start finding the bodies until the end.
Yeah,
I feel like, and then they're like, "Oh shit, there's actually murders going on."
yeah, but they still didn't show up good enough.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So I have a little different one here.
Okay.
I got No Country for Old Men.
Ooh.
Anton Chigurh as a slasher is like low key so awesome because it's realistic, and he just like doesn't give a fuck. Is the same amount of fucks given by Mike Myers. He just like remember when he pulls over that guy after he steals a cop's car and then just like fucking kills him with the air pressure thing.
Takes his car, right, or some shit.
Yeah.
Just
moves on with the next car.
Yeah,
he
just cold-blooded.
Cold fucking blooded. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, even Michael Myers has a motive. This guy, Anton Chigurh, is just murder. Just murder everybody.
It's like a hobby. And then once like they tell him like, hey, there's money here. We had to go track this guy down. You're a tracker. Kills everybody. Told him about the money that's being tracked, and then he just hunts down the guy who has it, kills him, and then gets the money, and then wins. That is a badass fucking slasher.
Now, speaking of backstories, do we know his backstory? Like why he's just like out here murdering people?
You know what's nuts? I'm not a book reader, but I read this book. Really? And like the movie is the same thing as the book for the most part, the way that they describe him. It's just this dark guy who rolls into town and just does that scene at the gas station where he flips the coin.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing you know about him. He's just this guy who's like, you know what? I'm gonna kill you, I think. But I'll put it in this points in. And if it's heads, you die, tails, you live.
Yeah.
Sort of deal. And then he just carries on with that. But once they offered him like, hey, this guy, he stole our drug money deal. Like go find him. Yeah, he killed them all. Goes and finds it and kills that guy too. So that's a hell of a slasher.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question here: what horror movie scene is painful to watch?
So I got two here. I was gonna go with Baskin first off. Just that whole last scene, just like gutting people in the eye. Definitely the eye. But another one, I don't know if this is really a horror movie, but the scene in Deliverance,
the rape,
the squeal like a pig. Yeah, that's hard to watch.
Yeah.
Just because like thinking about like, you could be, not that I would ever go camping because I definitely wouldn't. But like, if you're on a little camping trip with your buddies and all of a sudden some rednecks just decide to rape you. I mean,
yeah, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, they're sitting there with shotguns, like, okay, rape me, I guess. My butt is yours. I don't know what else to do at this point. I'd rather get butt fucked than shot in the head. Like,
would you squeal like a piggy in that situation?
I don't think you have a choice. I think you have to squeal like a piggy, right? I mean,
you're gonna get raped regardless at that point. Like I'd probably just be like, "Fuck you." I'm not squealing like a piggy.
Well, then they might squeal like a piggy. They might shoot you in the head. I mean, you don't know. I'd rather, especially if it's in the woods. Like it's one thing maybe if it's like they broadcast it to the entire world and me squealing like a pig while I get butt fucked. Then maybe I'd just be like, no, I won't do it.
All right, so let's pretend like we're in this situation. Like, let's do our best pig squeals. You go first. That's really good. That was insane.
I got some practice.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm actually about to get raped, and like he's telling me to like squeal like a piggy. Wee! Wee!
Oh my god, this got dark.
Sorry, I gotta be quiet. My neighbors are gonna fucking call the police. All right. So mine. Do you have anything else about this question?
No. Right. This question.
A simple answer here. When they lost the map in Blair Witch Project, that made me sick.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen the Blair Witch Project?
I've never seen it all the way through. No.
Stone Cold. You're watching the Blair Witch Project.
All right.
I'm not even going to talk more about this. Then we're gonna have to. This will be a bookmark.
We'll have to revisit.
We'll revisit. Yeah, but the Blair Witch Project is one of the most. The only thing I'll say about that movie is the first time I saw it was the most like idiotic thing I've ever done. I was a kid. We had it on DVD. We had a DVD player in our basement, and my parents kept all like the rated R movies down there. You know, like even like I wasn't even allowed to watch Air Force One. I wasn't even allowed to watch the TV show Friends. The whole family would watch it. I had to go sit in the other room. I wasn't allowed to watch it. That's how strict my parents were.
How old were you?
So this is probably like 1999. So like 8.
Okay, I mean that's right on the cusp.
On the cusp. Like rated R meant like you're not allowed to watch this, and like Friends was classified as that. So like literally when Friends would come on, like every whatever it was Wednesday night, they would be like, "All right, Tom, you go fucking sit in there, and if I find out you're watching Friends on that TV, I'm gonna kill you." And I was like, "All right," so I can't watch Friends. But they kept they buy all these DVDs and they kept them downstairs, and Blair Witch Project is one of them. So they went to a wedding or something one night. So I watched it downstairs with the house empty by myself in the basement with the lights off. And I watched this movie, and I've never really been the same since. That might have been what made me gay.
Really? Just shocked you into gayness.
Demons like got in there, just like you like dick.
That's it. You got to scare the devil out of you. Yeah. By the way, you're not really missing anything with Friends. Fuck Friends. That show sucks.
Oh, I've seen it all since, but like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. No. You know, I wish that Jennifer Aniston and Ross Schrimmer or whatever. I wish it worked out a little better. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that show.
Yeah,
Rachel and who's the nerd who works he's the paleontologist who works at the Science Museum.
That's Ross.
Ross. Yeah, Ross and Rachel. Yeah. Wish that worked out a little better, but it is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, you know what's fucked up about Blair Witch though is like I'm pretty sure I've seen the ending, but like not the rest of the movie.
All right.
So I don't know if that like ruins it, but
no, not really. You just what you need to do with this movie, you just got to buy in, because at the time, like the thing that sucks about it watching it now is what the technology is, but back in the day they were like, this is based off a true story. Everybody thought this was recovered like a videotape of actual kids going to do this, and the cops found it, edited it, and they put it into theaters.
Yeah.
So you have to watch it in that mindset. But it's really good. It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Like, what happens, getting lost in the goddamn woods.
That's why I don't go in the woods. That's why,
I stay in my house. In the woods.
I stay on.
Like, imagine like, oh my God, like guys, I forgot my compass. Like, oh my God, what do we do? What are we doing here?
Follow the stars. Where's the North Star? Where's the North Star?
I don't know.
Is that the
There's Orion's belt. That doesn't help shit.
It's Sagittarius. We got to follow that.
All right. So next question here. Would you rather? We have a little would you rather. Be stalked by Chucky from Child's Play or Voldemort from Harry Potter?
I put a lot of thought into this. And this answer might surprise you, but I'm going with Chucky. Just because Voldemort, he's got magic on his side, and
which sucks.
He can do all kinds of shape shifting, and he could just he doesn't have to physically have you to have you. He could cast a spell on you from across the room, and you're a fucking frog. All of a sudden, But Chucky, I mean, he's small enough where maybe you could just get a safe and lure him into the safe somehow and lock it and close him in, and he's just stuck in there.
He'll get out of that.
He might, but I know, but at least it'll buy you some time. I mean, Voldemort, if Voldemort's on the other side of the room right now, you're fucked. But
what would be more scary if you're sitting where you are right now and all of a sudden you look to your left and Voldemort's right there? Is that scarier than you looking to your right and a fucking doll that's just alive with a knife and he's just talking shit to you, ready to fucking kill the crap out of you?
I mean, I think Chucky might be a little bit scarier, but he's also smaller and doesn't have magic on his side, so you could I don't know.
Yeah, he does. He's a doll that's alive.
No, I get that, Voodoo. But he can't cast spells.
Voodoo is worse than magic.
He can't cast spells on you. He can't turn you into a frog or
Let me ask you a question. Do you know what Chucky's sole purpose is?
To kill people. I know that.
No, it's not.
What's his sole purpose?
His sole purpose is to find a child or somebody, a good body, where he can knock him out or kill him, and then put his soul into their body using voodoo, where he goes, "Oi, dooey, dumbala," that whole spell, and then gets himself in there. That's magic. That's the same thing as Voldemort for the most part. They pretty much essentially have the same purpose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cricket.
I don't know.
Cricket.
I just feel like Chucky, he's a little bit more manageable because he's small and you could like kick him or something. Or you could, again, you put him in a box. If you can get him in a safe, you chain the safe shut and then you drop it to the bottom of the ocean. I mean, you at least buy yourself a couple of years. You're not doing that to Voldemort. If you go to try and catch Voldemort, he's disappearing to the other side of the room, and then he's got Dementors coming after you and shit. Like, I don't know.
That would suck. Dementors would suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Voldemort, he's just like he's harder to get a grasp on. Like Chucky, you could like physically like grab him and throw him if you needed to. Yeah, he'll be hard because he probably has a knife in his hand and he'll just start stabbing you. But like, at least you have a chance.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna go with Voldemort. So knowing what we know about Chucky, he's a mass murderer who knows voodoo stuff, and like once the cops shoot him, he puts himself into a doll from a toy store, and that's how we get Chucky. And now he's just looking for a body to get back into. So that sucks. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Voldemort, if he's got magic and we're in that world, I got magic too. So I'm just gonna hit the books.
Oh, hold on. We never said that. I didn't know I had magic. That
you're gonna be Harry Potter. You're gonna be, yeah.
You never said I was Harry. That changes things. Yeah, I'm going with fucking Voldemort then. Yeah. Harry Potter, he can beat Voldemort. He's the only one that can beat Voldemort. You did not this.
All right, you're not Harry Potter.
This is a kangaroo court.
You're just some guy who got rejected from Hogwarts, but you still have magic. Okay. You applied, but you got rejected, and you had to go to community college for magic. I mean,
just about.
You can still hit the books hard. Like you can pull on a full on like Rudy and beat Voldemort. But Chucky's just a dirty bastard who's got like 18 like murders on his hands, and he just wants your body so he can go get back alive and kill some more.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like Voldemort, like all the like if you're a wizard school dropout, I mean, like Voldemort killed all the best wizards. The only one who could stop him was Harry.
You just got to study hard. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you.
I guess, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You just got to hit him with some spells. Like, you can't do that to Chucky. Is just like, I don't know.
Hold on, let me ask you this though: can you be the wizard and face Chucky at the same time too?
You can, but I don't know how effective it would be because he's so stealthy and sneaky. He's just a doll, and he's got voodoo dolls and stuff. Like Voldemort's just different. He's just like a god of ghosts, whereas Chucky's just a straight up serial killer. Like Voldemort wants something, right? Chucky just wants a body so he can continue to kill. Like imagine having like, what's your hobby? I like golf. What's yours? I like to kill people. Like that's what Charles Lee Ray was.
Yeah. Well, so what did Voldemort want? Do we know? Like I don't like I read the first couple of Harry Potter books and I saw the first couple movies, but then I got to a certain point in my life where I was like, I don't care about this anymore. So like, do we collectively know what he wants?
No, I'm going to take a guess though. And just be like, Harry's got some deal where like, he's got to get it. And that's what Voldemort's whole thing was. But like the whole point I'm making is Chucky, like he doesn't give a shit who you are. Like he wants your body so he can continue to go kill.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll agree to disagree. I'd rather take my chances playing soccer with Chucky than get into a fucking mage off.
Yeah, magic off. Yeah. Well, all right. So that brings us to our final question here of the hybrid. What movie can you make a great drinking game out of? And it is a Saturday. So this is an appropriate question.
Yes, it is. So I originally wanted to do a drinking game with Tarantino movies where every time someone says fuck, you take a drink.
Mm.
So then I got curious and I Googled like the movies with the most F-bombs in it. And Wolf of Wall Street, it was number 3, but it had over 500 fucks in it.
Oh.
And that in case you're wondering, that equates
not even a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, that equates.
What was the number 1?
It was a SwearNet movie actually with the guys from
Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, it wasn't the Trailer Park Boy movie, but yeah, but that equates to almost 3 fucks a minute.
That's awesome.
But then I realized you would die if you did a drinking game with that.
Yeah, it's too much.
So I ended up going back with Tarantino, and just every time someone was like, if you watch like Pulp Fiction, every time someone said fuck, you took a drink, that get you real saucy.
Yeah, big time. I have a Nightmare on Elm Street. Anytime anybody falls asleep, you take a drink. Chug a beer.
That's a good one.
A full beer. Whenever somebody's falling asleep, yeah, you got.
Oh, okay. Like in a dream, not like okay.
No, just if they're like asleep and they do like the music is playing and they zoom out from their face into the room, like that's how you know they're asleep. That's when you got to chug a beer.
Okay.
And whatever Freddie does is whatever the beer's already in the gut. But all right, okay. So let's hit a quick commercial break and then we'll hit our segments with Taylor Hicks. All right, I'm gonna hit a quick smoke break and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hopefully our horse race isn't starting in 2 seconds.
My mouth is watering. I was just going through Uber Eats. Get my order ready.
Classic. All right, let's rock through this.
Okay.
And thank you, Taylor Hicks. We got ourselves a horse race for our first segment here. So I've got Saratoga Bob to win this whole thing. What do you got?
Cauchelli? Yeah, I don't know. I got the one horse.
The one horse. I think mine is the 9. All right, so we're going to press play here. We're all getting to the gates here. Everybody's excited. Everybody's having a good time. Hopefully we can fucking win a race on this goddamn podcast. That would be fucking nice.
That'd be real nice. Just because you already made me lose one today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we try. I messed up before. We tried to do a race, and I didn't get my bet in that time, and he put $10 in, lost it. All right, we're at the gates. Here we go, Saratoga Bob.
As Tattooed moves into line for the Maryland Million Classic live from Laurel.
The Maryland Million Classic.
Hey, they're off. The Maryland Million Classic. A bit of a bobble for Pal Cal.
Nice, Maryland Million
Clubman comes out running. Good luck, Jonathan Saratoga.
Good luck, Jonathan is a horse. I can't believe I didn't bet him.
I'm all the way in the back. Jesus.
It's a long race, ladies and gentlemen. It's a long race.
Lengths from the lead. Legends Hope up there 3 wide, followed by Tattooed and Cruccelli, the back of the pack, would do that dance as well.
Saratoga Bob looks like a good
Classic and 7 furlongs left to go. Pal Cal at 24.46 opening quarter mile leads about a length and a quarter from Saratoga Bob is reserved in the 2nd spot. On the outside there is Admiral Blue in 3rd. Good luck, Jonathan is in that mix, racing in between horses.
Good luck, Jonathan at 25-1. Making a fucking run. Come on, Saratoga Bob.
Not even on the screen.
Do that dance, and Tattooed is the last runner. 49.0.
Oh, wait.
Is a half-mile fraction. Pal Cal.
You are nowhere to be found.
Leads Saratoga Bob and Clubman 3rd. Good luck, Jonathan. Admiral Blue is 5th. 4 to make up. Flash McCall gets it.
What's your horse's name again?
Do that dance.
Cruccelli.
Far turn with 3 furlongs left to go. Saratoga Bob coming to the front from Pal Cal.
Come on, Saratoga Bob.
It's another 2, and it's Clubman in 3rd. And good luck, Jonathan. Do that dance is running a big race on the inside. Here comes Do That Dance, sneaking through down to the inside. Do That Dance is pushed into 4th at the top of the lane with a quarter of a mile left to go. Admiral Blue not firing on. Into the stretch now at the 360s. Wide open affair.
Come on, Saratoga Bob.
Is the leader on the outside is Clubman. Do That Dance. Angle between horses.
Come on. Come on, Saratoga Bob. Go, Saratoga Bob. Go, Saratoga Bob. Go.
Do that dance, closing in the clear. It's going to be Saratoga Bob.
Yeah!
Clubman was 3rd.
Yes! I won! Suck my nuts! Yes,
there you go.
Sir!
How much you put on there?
I put $10 on him to win, and he was 3.5 to 1.
There you go. See it's probably in your app now. See what you got. See what you won.
No, it takes. Oh yeah, it's right. That's a good call. That's right. We paused this a long time ago.
Like 45 minutes ago.
Let me see. It's probably like $40. Nice little chunk of change. I'm opening up the app now.
And I still don't. I think my horse is still running. I don't know where the hell he went.
He had a bad race.
Bad show.
Nobody saw him. Nowhere to be found. All right. $45 I won.
There you go.
$45.
Not half
about
bad.
that. Not half bad. Yeah, not bad. Okay. All right. That brings us to our second segment here, which is A-Tone's Bones. You got a bone to pick today?
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with people that think they're too important to wait. So, I'm by myself today, right? I'm working, and I'm, let's say I got like 3 or 4 customers that come in, and I'm helping one, and it's always, I hate to bring race into it. It's always either the Haitians or the Asians, and like I'll be sitting there helping someone else, and like I literally be just like looking at the person like face to face, talking like, okay, what do you need? And then it's like something you see in a movie, like out from around the corner, there's like this old Haitian guy is like, over here. Like I just see him like pop out from around the corner, like over here. Like I just try to ignore him, and he just keeps yelling. It's like, I'll get you later. Like, I'm helping somebody else. I got to yell at these people. I don't want to yell at them. I don't like yelling at people. That's not who I am. I'm not a mean person. I'm not a yeller. I don't like to raise my voice. But they bring it out of me. It's like, and then like there was like 3 people ahead of him, and then I go to help the next person. He's like, over here, oh, over here. I didn't know. It's like, dude, I told you to fucking wait. And now that you're being annoying, I'm gonna make you wait even longer. You know, and it's like a constant thing with these people. It's just like they think that they're the only one there. And there's actually one customer. Like usually it's like the people, like they don't own restaurants. They're like the people that own the restaurants, they understand, like service. They understand like, okay, like this person was here first. I need to help them.
In line, it's called being a human being.
Yeah, exactly. But there was this one guy, he was in the other store I worked in, and he was this old guy who'd come in, and the thing was it wasn't like, oh, I need, a couple of fish. Like this guy needed like cases of stuff that took time, and he would come in, I'd be helping someone, and he would follow me around. Be like, oh, I need a case of salmon. I need a case of salmon. I'm like, give me a fucking minute. Just give me a minute.
And what kind? He was an Asian or a Haitian?
No, this guy was actually, I don't know what he was. He was a white guy, but he wasn't like American. You could hear like an accent. I don't know what it was exactly.
He's probably Greek.
It might have been, but like this guy, and like everyone had the same problem with him. Like everyone in the store, like he was just super fucking annoying.
When Jewish people come into Restaurant Depot, do they just like clean you out of bagels?
I don't know if we sell bagels, if I'm being honest. I'm sure we do. I don't know. They clean us out of salmon, that's for sure. That's the only fish they eat, really, salmon.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That. I don't know. Yeah, bagels. I don't think we have bagels. We might, but
if you're gonna get a bagel, what are you getting? Butter or cream cheese?
Cream cheese. 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Everything bagel, cream cheese.
Even if you just get a plain bagel with nothing on it, and you got to do it all yourself at home.
Yeah.
And you have Evie spread butter. You're gonna go cream cheese.
Absolutely.
I'm a butter guy. I'm a butter guy through and through.
I mean, listen, I don't hate it if it's toasted and it's a nice toasted bagel. I'll have butter, but if I have a choice, I'm going cream cheese.
Is this psycho? This is what I do when I get a fresh batch of bagels. I cut it open. I spread a whole ton of butter on it, and I toss it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
I don't think that's psycho. I mean, like, what's the appeal of it? Like, why do you do that?
Because it makes it soft, and like you can really grab it like a sponge. And when you're like, instead of water, it's butter, and it makes the butter all juicy. It's like a bite of a bagel with a microwave butter in there. Like you're living life. Like that's a good time.
Because I've had like not fresh, like not fresh bagels, like the ones you buy like in the store. And I've like microwaved those with butter on them, and that's pretty fucking good. Yeah. There's something that happens when you microwave the butter. I know what you're saying. That's not crazy.
You got to get the right butter though. The easy spread.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty much like I can't believe it's not butter. I don't know what it is. They're just like, hey, it's not butter. I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, of course it's butter. You morons.
It's actually
what is it?
It's margarine.
Yeah, it's margarine. Like, they get it with murder with that bread.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not butter. Imagine working with that company. Like, well, then what is it? I want butter. Like, you're a butter salesman, aren't you? And you're selling me, I can't believe it's not butter. Like, what are you selling me? Chemicals?
Yeah, it's some sort of concoction. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm a big fan of like the flavored cream cheeses. You go somewhere like there's a place near my house. They got every time I go there, I get an egg everything bagel, right? Not like the regular, but the egg bagels, like the yellow ones.
Yellow bagel.
Yeah, the egg everything bagel with jalapeno cream cheese. That's my shit. Ooh. That's my shit right there.
Damn,
that's my go-to.
That sounds good.
I like those, and I like the scallion cream cheese too. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good bagel right there.
Yeah.
All right. So I have because I'm in airports a lot. I have to fly this week. I've taken your shoes off and your belts off at the airport security station. Like, you know what? Why do I have to take my belt off? Like, that's the main thing here. Like, when you take your belt off, like just because it sets off the metal detector, it's annoying because I have to like walk through it and like hold my pants up with my hands.
Yeah, so you're not a fat boy. Fat people like their pants, at least my pants. Because like I guess like really fat people, they have like really big pants. But like I'm kind of like in that in between where I'm definitely not skinny, but I'm not like super fat.
Yeah.
So I try to wear like more normal sized pants. So like I could get by not wearing a belt, if I had to, but like every time I bend over, my ass would show. So like it's not gonna just fall to my ankles.
Yeah. I mean, that's not gonna happen for me either, but my shirt becomes untucked if I'm traveling for work, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people behind you in line in the zigzag line just staring at you going through security. There's an audience, whether you like it or not. There's an audience watching you take off your shoes and take off your belt and just waddle through security. And like, look at this guy's pants are falling all over the place. Like, he's got so much shit to like. I have an iPad and a computer. I got to take both of those out of my bag and put them in different trays. I got to put my phone in there. Like it's just you just got to unload all this stuff, and it's great. Like I don't want to have another 9/11. Like that's great, but like, what does my belt, and my shoes have to do with it? One guy brings a shoe bomb on, everybody gets screwed for it, and you have to untie your shoes, take them off, put them in. You go through the security. You got to like once it goes through the fucking conveyor belt and you get them out, you're on the clock. Because there's people coming through. You have to put your belt on real quick. You got to get your wallet. You got to get your phone, your keys. You got to take your shoes. You got to put them on. You got to tie them. Belt.
You got to grab your bag.
Again.
See, every time I go, I got to carry on and I got a book bag. So I got to get the bags off. I got to get my laptop back in the bag. I get the shoe. You know, like you say, you just get so much shit. And that's the thing.
People are behind you. They're just like, what's taking so long?
I'm sorry. They made me undress.
Like, it's unbelievable. It's like, sir, can you take off your shit? You know, I get it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm just like, dude, like, I mean, I understand that we're in a world today where you can't profile because it's racist, but like, what am I going to do? I'm just a guy who's trying to, I'm going on a 45-minute flight to Norfolk. I got one bag. Come on, give me a break.
See, my thing is like, we haven't like developed the technology where we don't have to take our shoes off. Like there's no like scanner, like
that part is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. There's no metal in the shoes. Like I get it with the belt, with the metal detector, but with the shoes, it's just like there was that one shoe bomber, and it's like like how do we not have a fucking like? I'd want a guy who's got a bomb in his shoes. I want him keeping his shoes on and going through the metal detector, or where like we can just like, hey, there's a bomb in there. There's a bomb in his shoes. Everybody back up. We got him captured. He's going to jail for the rest of his life.
Well, I think the thing was he had like plastic explosives in his shoe. It's just not metal, you know. It's not like there's not like has a pipe bomb in his shoe.
Still be able to see that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, especially now that they have like the high tech ones where it's not just like a metal. Like you standing there, and you put your arms out, so they, you know those?
Yeah.
Which
that's like where you had to put your hands up.
Yeah, and it's got like the thing that just kind of scans your whole body.
Put your hands over your head. Yeah.
The little outline on the wall. You gotta stand there like him.
You know what's psycho too? Fucking people who like, because you know you're gonna take your shoes off. People who don't wear socks to the airport, or they're wearing flip flops or something. Like you're gonna walk barefoot in that fucking floor. It's gross.
You know when people walk through there a day, like who knows where they came from?
A million.
Yeah,
a million people walk through there a day. People just like show up in fucking flip flops, and you know damn well you gotta take them off and walk on the tile floor, like to get to the other side. It's so fucking dirty. They don't have time to clean it. Like the security section is like
constantly going
the same thing at all times.
Yeah,
God knows you got like some dude with like a leaking athlete foot or something, like, and it's just gross. You pick that up. Those people are retarded.
I mean, just people that wear flip flops in general. I have a beef with. I have a bone with.
Flip flops and jeans. Yeah, those people. If you do that, fuck you. Like an idiot. You look like a fucking idiot if you do that.
Yeah. Exactly. The worst is the people. There's these Indian guys, like these old Indian guys that come into my job, and like they're wearing like you know, dress shirt, dress pants, and then they'll have like sandals, not flip flops.
Yeah,
like
I see
sandals
that
with
too.
straps, and then like socks underneath the sandals, and then they like walk around like, this is cool. Like, dude, you're wearing like dress pants with socks and sandals, like and not like dress socks, but like, you know, fucking gym socks, like the calf high gym socks with like dress pants, and like it's just like
put some fucking shoes on.
Did you look at yourself in the mirror before you left the fucking house today?
Is it a religion thing to look that stupid? Like no, like hey, listen, hey, I'm God. You're not allowed to wear shoes.
I think it's just like Indian people, like because over in India they don't like, I guess, like, not to sound fucked up,
they're not shoes people.
They can't afford shoes.
They're not shoes. They're not shoe guys.
No, for sure. And that's why it's so fucking gross over there. Everyone's got their feet out and everyone's eating curry, shitting in holes in the fucking side of the road.
That's a little Go ahead. I was going to give you over the line, but that's all right. You're
right.
It's
true. That's
you're on point. Yeah.
That's what they, like, I'm not like saying anything untrue. Yeah. It's just, I mean, my mom went there for business once. She said there's like, you driving down the street and like literally there's people like shitting on the side of the road. There's like monkeys running around and shit, like elephants. Like it's just anything goes over there.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I mean, it's just annoying to wrap it all, to bring it all back home.
To bring it back to airport security.
Bring it back to airport security. Like, fuck you, Osama bin Laden, you piece of shit. That's it. Right?
So never mind all the people that died, but you just make my life inconvenient.
I got to take my belt and my shoes off.
My fucking belt. You understand how inconvenient that is? Take off my belt.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. All right. So that brings us to our third segment here, which is an Ask a Gay. So what is your question today, Tones?
Is it possible for a guy to like wink at another guy without it being gay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. No, because I mean, I had a guy wink at me the other day. Like after I was at work, like after I helped him out, like I handed him his shit.
Yeah, it all depends on what the wink is over. So I'm interested in hearing this. So what's he winking about?
Well, like he asked, like, "Oh, let me get a piece of salmon or whatever." So I put in the bag. I tag it. It's literally my entire life is salmon.
Let me give a piece of it. I said, okay. Of course, that's what I get here.
So I bag it up. I hand it to him, and he goes, "Thanks," and he like winks at me and walks away. So like I don't know, because like it made me feel weird. So I don't know if that's just me being.
If it made you feel weird, because like winks, that's an intimate thing. It depends. Like if I could just say, hey, like the Bucks are gonna lose today. Wink. Like, you know, that's not gay.
Yeah.
But if I could just be like, hey, have a good day, wink, and you could be like, all right, like that was a little weird. Like, is Tom hitting on me?
Like I don't know. Smiling at me too. He was smiling.
Yeah, that's odd. So to answer your question, of course, there's a way to wink without it being, you know, not gay.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But you know, the way that you're describing the situation, it sounds like you have a guy who likes you on your hands, which is nice. I mean, it means like
flattering.
Somebody dicks your looks, right? Like that's what I always look at. When girls hit on me, I'm just like, look at me. There you go.
Yeah, I don't have any girls winking at me, so that's like a little upsetting. Just like,
girls are, you know, they're dicks. You know, right?
No, I agree. I mean, maybe I should just, if I have guys winking at me, maybe I should just, you know, take what I can get.
Just go that way. Try it out.
It's there.
It sucks. It really does suck. It's the same thing. It really is the same thing. I can't stress that enough. It's so fucking annoying. I'm sorry to take this over, but like, we talk about it so fucking much. But gay dudes are girls. It's gay guys are women. It's the same thing. But they don't have the hormone excuse. It's not like they're having a period. It's just like, no, you're just acting like a bitch because you suck. That's it. You have the same amount of hormones as I do, but you feel the need to fucking act like a bitch because, like, you know, you're a sassy gay dude.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not like girls they're bleeding all over the place out of the fucking vaginas. Of course they're going to complain. You have nothing. You have no excuse. You're just being a sassy little bitch. And it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare.
I was actually thinking about your situation the other day. And I was like, you know, Tom's not gay. He just likes dudes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
You know, like,
well, no. Well, yeah, I guess it is. I don't know. Whatever put your dick in it, it's at a guy's butt is that's not gay.
Well, I mean, I guess technically it is gay, but I mean, you're not like when you think you say someone's gay, you're not what you think of, but you like dudes.
When you say somebody's gay, you should there's hints. I'm a dude. I'm a guy.
Yeah, you're just a dude that likes guys. A guy that likes
which
dudes.
Sucks because it's pretty much just like a guy who is trying to go after girls, but they all have dicks. That's it. They all have wieners. They're all the same thing as women. They think things are yucky. They don't like football. Their favorite movies are Sister Act and Sister Act 2. Nothing changes. If anything, it gets worse.
Yeah. I feel like it's more. Yeah, more.
It's like really gay guys are like trying to one up women. Like, I'm more feminine than you. Like, that's like their goal, it feels like. And it's just not what I was expecting. And it blows. It blows cock, pun intended.
Hey.
Hey. All right. Okay. All right. So that brings us to our fourth segment here, which is what I got something to say. There you go.
Okay.
So I got something to say. Do you have something to say?
I got something to say to you, but you started. You
Okay.
you keep going.
I love Dutch ovening myself.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah. Not much into this one, but yeah, like I love like ripping a fart underneath the blankets when I'm sleeping, and I'm just like,
yeah, this is this is gonna sound weird, but every Saturday, Larry he brings me hot chocolate from Dunkin' Donuts, right? Because I don't drink coffee, so he brings me breakfast. I guess to make up for having to work on Saturday, and Saturdays when I have to do all my shrimp counts. So I'm in the freezer by myself. I had a bunch of hot chocolate, nice egg sandwich, and I just like I usually had like a really big dinner the night before, so my stomach's all fucked up. And I'm in the freezer and I'm just ripping ass. I'm there by myself, so I'm just ripping ass. And I guess for whatever reason, in the cold, it just like isolates the smell more. So I'm just basically Dutch ovening myself in the freezer.
The fart can't travel.
It can't.
Cold.
It just sits there.
it kind of just sits.
Yeah,
it's a perfect situation. Yeah,
and like
that's why farts in the winter are the best. That's why I brought it up, because it's cold outside, and I can kind of just, fart, and it just kind of sits there, and I'm just like, yes.
And I don't know what it is about the hot chocolate. It gives me the ripest farts, and it's just like it's
pungent.
It's very pungent, and I hate to say it, but it's magical. It
really is.
You just sit there and you just enjoy it.
Really is. Just like it's like having a child. It's like looking at look what I built.
Look what I made. Look what came out of me.
Look what I made.
Every once in a while, someone comes into the freezer. I'm like, oh, and I start like moving around real quick to kind of like air it out. Try to hide it out. Come on. I was just counting things, back and forth.
But like a good hard fart. Like I'm all about that. I'm all about it.
For sure. Anyone who doesn't admit that has got a big old dump in the
girls are like on that wavelength. Do you think they're like they'll never say it, but do you think like low key they're like if a girl lives by themselves and they like fart, you think they're just like, oh yes, like us?
I don't like to think about it, but I think they might. I think it might be. I don't know. Maybe we're just like animals and a little more civilized. I don't know, but I mean, people are people. I feel like that's kind of a common theme. Like everyone farts, everyone poops. I don't know. I would say yes. I would hope not, but I would say yes.
Okay. All right. What do you got to say?
Well, I got to say, usually I'm not a fan of like these kind of foo-foo pizzas, right? Talk about like pineapple or barbecue chicken on the pizza. I can't stand. Get out of my face. But that being said, last night I had a pizza. Now, hold on to your seat, right? Brace yourself. It was figs, goat cheese, and honey. One of the most.
Let's go back to the figs. Yeah. What do you mean figs?
Like figs.
Fig Newtons?
That's what they make fig Newtons out of. Is figs. It's like it's like a fruit.
Oh.
No, I'm telling you, it was.
You put fruit on a pizza.
It was divine. It was divine. With the sweet, with the salty, the goat cheese, and then just drizzled in honey. Oh my God!
Remind me of Judas.
It was fucking divine. I'm telling you, it was like when I saw it on the menu, I was like ordering off of Uber Eats, and it was like the recommended. I'm like, that's like such a preposterous combination, and the fact that it's like the most ordered thing, I have to try it. So I tried it, and it was fucking divine. It was. I might get it again tonight. Honestly, I was thinking about it. It was that good.
Like I'll have a burrito, please, but instead of the steak, substitute it with a piece of shit. Like that's what you did.
See, that's you're just an uncultured swine.
Just put a log. Just put a log in there.
You don't understand.
Put 3 logs.
You don't understand. You get the sweet and the salty and the savory. It's just you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I'm telling you. Like I just said, I am not a fan of those kinds of pizzas. Like I'm either just give me, a plain with like toppings or whatever, or give me like a chicken parm or even like a big ziti pizza, lasagna, whatever. I don't usually go for all that foo-foo shit, but this is some foo-foo shit I could get behind. And I gotta say it. I just say it. Someone has to know. I have to put it out there to the world. I'm standing on my mountaintop right now and I'm screaming. There's only like 10 people listening, but like I'm saying it.
I want to run through the halls of my high school. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. Put that in there.
Classic.
That you're wrong.
You're just uncultured.
I'm uncultured. You're uncultured. You fucking freak. You're putting fucking fruit on your pizza.
I didn't put
psycho.
It on, I didn't put it on
idiot.
there. I just ate it. I just ate it. I didn't put it on there.
You're so uncultured. You ever tried fucking coconut in your pizza? It's so good. Have you ever been to Cuba? Like they believe in fucking socialism down there. That means that their pizza's better.
Where did you even get socialism from? Fucking the fig is an Italian.
Third world countries all believe in socialism because they suck at making pizza. That's it. You know why they suck at making pizza and they're third world? It's because they're not smart. That's it.
A fig is an Italian fruit. It comes from Italy. It's not fucking from Cuba. Again, you uncultured swine. Know your fucking facts.
Don't call me a swine. Save your figs for wine. Leave the pizza alone. The pizza belongs with pepperoni and cheese. That's it. And sausage, maybe at times. It depends on what holiday it is.
Which holiday constitutes sausage on your pizza?
I don't know. Rosh Hashanah.
They don't eat pork. They're Jews.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're annoying and they're eating bagels instead. Oops.
I should give you an over the line, but I don't like Jews either. So
I'm going to give you an over the line.
Come on.
I didn't say that.
I mean, it's not that I don't like them. They're just annoying.
No, you're burying yourself in that hole again.
All right.
I love Jewish people. It's just like they tend to be like complainers and like they put pineapples on pizza. And I love bagels. I'm not dissing bagels. It's just like, I
like bagels too. I like Rubens. I like pastrami. I like knishes. Knishes are real good.
I always forget that those things are all Jewish foods.
Oh yeah, latkes. You ever have latkes?
Oh no,
potato pancakes,
flat pancakes. Yeah, I've read stories, short stories.
You read stories,
short stories about latkes and the Holiday of Lights, whatever that one is. Is that Hanukkah?
I think
it's
so.
Hanukkah. What is Hanukkah? Like, there's 8 days. What's going on?
They got the candle because I think I have Jewish friends, so I've had some education, but I think they had to like keep this candle lit, and they only had enough for like 1 day, but it stayed lit for 8 days, and then they got saved or some shit. I don't know, but basically, so that's why they light 8 candles, like one for every day.
Oh, okay.
A candle that was supposed to go out, they didn't have enough wax or oil or whatever, and just kept going.
Yeah, well, we got Santa Claus, so.
Oh yeah, they're holidays.
What a joke! What a joke of a religion. They killed Christ and they don't have Santa.
They picked the wrong side of history.
Yeah, they suck.
Oh
let's get out of there.
Move on from this Jew.
We got haikus.
Oh yeah. We got the let there be what's good, or is the haikus first?
Oh no, yeah, we have let there be what's good. Okay. You're right. Okay, so we're gonna break down "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift. So what did you get out of this song?
Basically, you just kind of get the main overall message I got was that she kind of marches to the beat of her own drum, right?
Yeah.
She's like,
absolutely 100%.
Say, listen, the haters are gonna hate.
Yep.
The fakers are gonna fake. The heartbreaker's gonna break. But me, I'm just gonna shake it off. I'm just gonna shake it off. A
little side note: the fakers part for this entire time until we did this, I thought I don't know why, but I thought you were saying the baker is gonna bake.
You gotta
like I thought she was just like the hater's gonna hate, and the baker's gonna bake. Just like the baker's gonna do his business, and like the haters are gonna do their business. Yeah. I'm just gonna carry on. So it made sense anyway. But I kind of wish at this point that it was Baker is gonna bake some muffins or something.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense because it still makes sense in the context of the song. Because basically what she's saying is everyone's gonna do their thing. They're all gonna say what they want to say. They're gonna do what they want to do. I'm just gonna shake it off. I'm gonna do my thing.
Yep.
You know, maybe I'll buy a couple bagels, maybe buy a couple muffins. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Baker's gonna bake. It would have been better than Faker's gonna fake.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I got another line here. I'm dancing on my own, make the moves up as I go. That's what they don't know. So right here, I'm pretty sure she's referring to all like the shitty dances she does at the award shows, right?
Yeah.
And she says she makes it up as she goes, and that's what they don't know. Oh, we know. There's no way that's like a choreographed dance.
Yeah. She's shaking the titties that she doesn't have. They're just like a couple of like little marbles. Have you ever played Mancala?
What?
Mancala? The game?
What the hell is that?
It's a game with marbles.
No,
it's not important right now. I'm just talking about her tits. Is she hot?
I think she's pretty. I mean, she's like on the thinner side. But I think she's definitely pretty.
Would you be flattered if you went out with her and then she broke up with you and wrote like a tasty jam about how much you suck?
Yeah, I would be honored. I mean, have an out, and because she doesn't do like just songs, she writes albums about people. So like,
she's a tough one.
Yeah, like, listen, I got a platinum album dedicated to me, so I'll take that. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I would definitely go out with her.
Where'd you take her for a first date? Knowing that if she really liked you and she's Taylor Swift, she's taking a break from tour. All she wants to do is hang out with you, but she wants you to pick the place. Where you take her?
I take it to a Yankee game so everyone sees me with her, and then
that's selfish.
No, well, I mean, again, we talked about like where would you bring aliens? You know, like when they came visit Earth. Like, that's just like my comfort zone. Like I take you there, and then it just works out. Where like, you know, everyone sees me with this. Like, who's this guy she's with? Well, he's got this shitty beard and like he's kind of chubby. Like,
but he must be real cool because she's going out with him.
Those are real cool. And like, I'll make sure when I go, I'll make a shirt. This is TNT Dynamite Podcast on it.
Look at that.
And that way it's free marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm not gonna joke around. Like my imagination is pretty infinite, and I talk about how I think about myself being a legendary guitarist. But a lot of times I'll think about how "Style" by Taylor Swift is like we went out for a stint and everybody knows it, but like it didn't work out. And I'm just like, she drops it, and I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah. The whole like
what did she write? I haven't heard it yet. Is it bad?
So not only do you like pretend you're like a legendary rock star, you have a whole like backstory, whole storyline going on.
Like I hit Taylor Swift, and like everybody's just like, I can't believe Tom got it, but it was like nonchalant. Like they just hit it up at a bar. And then like they went out, and then they broke up, and it was messy. And then she wrote like a banger about how I'm such a dick, but everybody knows I'm not a dick. So it's just like, oh boy, what did she say now? And you listen to it, it's like the song "Bad Blood" or "Style" or something like that.
That's not awful. And I got one more line here. To the fellow over there with the hella good hair, won't you come over, baby? We can shake, shake, shake. I gotta say, I was saying I would go out with her, but if she called me over, she's like, "Hey, you over here," and I came over and she just started doing that weird dancing, I'd just walk away.
Yeah,
like I'm not indulging in that. I'm not encouraging that behavior.
What do you do? Like dance back? You know?
It's like, hey, what do you do when someone just starts dancing in your face like that? Like that's just like not even if it's her weird dancing, but like if someone like in general just started dancing in my face like that,
you assume that they're a nut job.
I would take it as a hostile advancement. You know, seeing you just like this person is very hostile right now, and they're have an aggressive stance towards me, and I do not appreciate that.
If Taylor Swift like said like, "Hey, Tones, you over there are gonna come and dance like on your shit," you would definitely like dance back or something. I would love to see that situation where you're just staring at Taylor Swift and she wants you and she's doing a real awkward dance. You would probably just start like giving her the guns.
Do the gun, no, I mean, if she came up and started dancing on me, that's one thing. But if she's just like standing across from me, just like doing her weird like Elaine dance or whatever the fuck she does,
lasso her in.
No, that's not in my repertoire. That move.
You don't have the lasso?
No, I got the garden sprinkler. You know, like the hand behind the head, like
of course.
Yeah.
You gotta get the lasso.
Like the
bad radio, but this is how you do it. You ready?
And you just pull them in. Yeah.
Pull them in and you make
she already lassoed me in.
Yeah, she'll lasso you in, and she'll write a song about how much you suck later.
I got the frying the bacon, you know, just
hey babe. Want some bacon?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I got about her. I don't know. What did you?
I think we just honestly have covered the whole thing. I think a lot of it was her complaining about how the media talks about her relationships, saying like, oh the media is gonna be like, oh, I'm a bitch, you know. But like, you know, she is a bitch. Like she's the one who's coming out with all the music. It's up for us to interpret. It's about her getting into relationships for the sole purpose of her talking about how her heart is broken. She's not in any mood to have her heart full. She's not in the business of having a full heart. If she's a full heart, then her music sucks. You know, She's all about like, hey, she needs it. Look what you made me do. I'm a slut. That's her. That's what she does now. That's what she does.
She does. No, she needs the drama. That's what I was saying about a lot of girls. Like they need the drama in their life. Like she's one of them that needs that drama to thrive.
Yeah. She's trying to get it like an Oscar, you know, but
she's trying to get something. Trying to get this dick.
She's trying to get that dick and just being like, hey, what's up with your dick? Like it's gone. And like, you broke my heart and I'm going to write a song about it and drag you through the mud for 25 miles. And then everybody's going to be like, hey, you that guy who fucked up with Taylor Swift?
Yep,
that's me. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to our final segment here, which is haikus. All right. So with haikus, of course, we each write haikus, which is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Each haiku means absolutely nothing. And the one who reads it, the other guy's going to have to break it down based on what they hear. So, Tones, what do we got with your haiku?
Okay. So let me read it to you. Okay. How high can we fly? Mm-hmm. I need my proctologist. Mm-hmm. We done fucked up.
How high can we fly? I need my proctologist. Okay. All right. So this is gay. How high can we fly? Because the proctologist is coming up next. So where are you flying? If you're going to need a proctologist immediately, somewhere in the ass. So anal, I assume men, but because you're straight, we'll put a woman there. So she's telling, we're going to make you the protagonist and the woman, the side piece here. And she's saying, hey, how high can we go? As in dick from entrance from beginning of butthole to prostate. And you get it a prostate, and then all of a sudden proctologist is needed.
Well, so hold on, let me stop you there. Girls don't have prostates.
Oh, they don't?
No.
What do they have there? Just pregnancy room?
Butt stuff. I don't know. They don't have
what do you fucking shoot loads into their spine?
No, it's just I don't know. It's they don't have prostates though. Like prostate cancer, like women can't get prostate cancer.
What a fucked up species women are. All right, so that kind of fucks up my shit. All right, so it's a guy. All right, so you're fucking a guy. All right.
Oh no.
And the guy's just like, how high can we get? And then you're like, all right, let's figure it out. And you ram your dick up there. You ram your dick right up there. You ram your dick in that ass. Just ram it right up there. You just fucking shove it up there, and it's, oh my god, it's prostate. Bang, and then he's just like, oh, I need a proctologist. So you go to the proctologist the next day. It's 8:05. You got a doctor's appointment at the proctologist. He goes up and he's just like, oh my god, and it's bleeding everywhere. It's stabbed by dick. It's like your dick was a knife. The prostate has been stabbed. Blood everywhere. It's gross. What's the last line?
We done fucked up.
There we go. Case solved. There's no happy ending to that one.
Like let me just like put it in your perspective. Like, could you imagine if you're just like about to fuck a guy and like you stick it in and he immediately is just like, you need to call my proctologist right now.
Then I know we'd have a serious emergency on our hands, which is what it sounds like.
But like, I would also want to know who has like a proctologist on hand. Like I can understand if you need to like find a proctologist and you like look one up. Like who has like, oh yeah, that's my proctologist. Like, I guess when you're older and you got that kind of, you have to get those tests done or whatever. I guess you need to have one.
Call my proctologist immediately.
It's like, call my dentist. Like, no, call my proctologist.
Yeah, but it's about like you fucking a guy up the ass and you just went way too hard right up there.
That's like, also, it's got to be a testament to like your dick size and your dick giving ability. Yeah. If you just immediately just like ruin it and just be like, I need a proctologist stat.
My prostate is bleeding everywhere. I'm shitting blood. I already had hemorrhoids to begin with. It's gross.
It's a mess.
Yeah. And he'll fix you up though. But like you done fucked up.
All right, what do you got?
Excuse me. Okay, let me pull up my haiku here. All right. The man had some ham. The man ate all of the ham. Have you had the soup?
Okay. So the man had some ham.
The man ate all of the ham.
The man ate all the ham.
No, I'm sorry. The man had some ham. The man ate all of the ham. Have you had the soup?
Okay. So this is it's that's what's capitalism, greed and capitalism is overwhelming, and there's no end to it, right?
Preach.
Because we all know the only thing you really want in life is ham, right? That's all you need. The man had the ham, but the man ate all of his ham, right? He just ran through it. The Native Americans, they're very smart in what they would do. Is like they would kill Cherokees, Navajo, Indica, whatever, Sativa. They would use every part of the animal, and they would conserve, and they would, they wouldn't just be wasteful like us. Like we're in a society just filled with consumables, right? Everything is just it's at your disposal. You just go, you got your ham, like eat the ham. Got the ham, eat the ham. That's it. You don't have to worry about there not being ham. But what happens when there is no ham, right? You run out of ham.
We can eat then. Yeah.
You want the soup. You move on to the soup, and after the soup, who knows what's after the soup?
What'd you do with the ham? I ate it all. You ate that entire ham? What are you kidding me? Have you had the soup? Is there any room? You can't have any soup. You ate the entire ham, and you're missing out on this soup. It's such a good soup. Is New England clam chowder in your mind considered a soup?
It's a chowder.
Is that a soup?
I don't know. That's tough. I mean, because
I consider it a soup.
Yeah, and I feel like anything you eat, any kind of liquid that you eat with a spoon is a soup.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
What about melted ice cream?
Melted ice cream, where you get those assholes like, oh, cereal soup. Like, no,
those guys, forget about
it. I guess it has to be hot liquid.
Yeah.
That you eat with the spoon.
Hot liquid.
Hot liquid.
It's coffee soup.
You don't eat it. You don't eat coffee. You drink coffee.
Well, do you eat soup?
Yeah, you eat like the contents of soup or whatever's in it. I mean, if it's just like a broth, then it's just a broth. It's not a soup. You got chicken broth. You got beef broth.
Bone broth.
You got bone broth. Yeah, you got broth. Yeah. What? Yeah, no.
Nothing.
It's a chowder soup. I don't know. I guess it's a soup. Yeah. I mean, am I the soup authority? Like, why are you asking me this?
If I was the president and we had to elect somebody who determines what's soup and not soup, I'd go with Mrs. McNabb, Donovan McNabb's mom. She'll be like the judge, and she'll hold up the Constitution and just point her the
soup consulate.
This is soup and this is not soup. I think everybody would agree on that. I don't think anybody would agree. Yeah. All right. So that's the end of the show, Tones. You got any post-show thoughts?
No. I'm gonna go get some soup.
Yeah. Bomb Squad, go have some soup. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good weekend. Hopefully next time we talk to you, the Bucks will be 3-3 and we'll be back on charge. If we're 2-4, then I'm gonna fucking kill Tones. What? Nothing. See you next time.
Den P called me like 3 times during that episode. I have no idea why.
We're still live, by the way.
Yeah.